mean, it shows it's possible. You can
Like, I've outgrown that shit.
What have you done? I feel like the
Burning your mouth?
The norm.
Yeah, because at this age, it doesn't give us like weird doing
Welcome to Union Comedy! You're at the weekend show. Give yourself a big round of applause for coming out tonight. We've got a hell of a show for you. Please welcome to the stage our host, Stacey Snyder.
Hello! Welcome, you braved the drizzle. Has everyone seen that TikTok where we're in some like hell cycle where it's on the weekends? Every weekend it's like rain. It's science. Look it up. It's happening. So, this is the weekend show. This is our rotation of house teams that are going to do some improv for you. If you haven't seen an improv show before, these teams are going to come at you. They're going to get a suggestion. What?
come at you.
They're going to dive into the audience, wrap their fingers around your throat, and squeeze a suggestion out of you that will inspire your whole set. And if it doesn't happen, Matt's my enforcer, and he's going to do it. All right, cool. So we excited for comedy? It's aggressive, yeah. So we're going to bring our first team out. Let's hype them up. Let's get a little drum roll on our laps. And let's give it up for our big Allowance! Hey everybody, it's a Saturday night! Yeah, and we're here to play. We're gonna have a lot of fun. To get us started, we just need a single word of your mind's invention. By which I mean a real word, but one that you can think of right now. Say it out.
Energy.
What was that?
Energy.
Energy. Thank you, energy. That's our word. Energy. Guys, welcome to boot camp. It's boot camp for DJs. We are going to work you like you're at a real boot camp, but at the end, you'll be one of the best DJs. DJ Jeff, DJ David, DJ Josh, and DJ Steve are here to be your sergeant. We will have you revving those tunes out so hard that the enemy will succumb to the overwhelming sounds of your new beats. I hope you enjoy the boot camp, and the refreshments are in the back.
Woo! Sorry, I know this is a library, but I am a cheerleader outside. So I don't think you should be harshing my vibe, if you know what I mean. Study, yeah, it's a book, read it! I'll go outside.
Now, I'm sure some of you are asking, why should I kickstart a perpetual motion machine? It's quite simple, because it's going to be the next big thing. Now, some of you are saying that breaks Newton's laws of physics, and I say, did Newton have reward tiers? $50 pledge, you'll get updates every week straight from me, Jack Perpetual Energy, on my progress. $500 tier, I'll bring you out to my boot camp with a golden airplane. You may ask yourself, sounds like these tiers more expensive to you than the amount you're giving in. I say perpetual motion.
I don't run a funeral home. I just have that energy. I'm very sorry to hear that they were out of the kind of muffins that you like at the coffee shop. I know this is a difficult time for you. You like a Kleenex?
Energy!
Okay, what sort of position were you thinking of putting him in the casket?
he had such a passion for life.
Uh-huh.
And what I'd like to see to represent that, I mean, to, really just make people feel it. I want him clawing his way out of the casket.
I love it. I love it.
Just like, I'm still alive. Get me out of this casket.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. You know, I've got a series of tubes we can stick into his back through his lungs and make him scream.
Oh, I love
You
that.
channel air the right way through the
I
larynx.
love
It's like
that.
they're still alive, trying to get out, angry at everyone at the wake.
Exactly. He was a fighter.
He was?
I mean, literally.
Because I've got another corpse in the other room. They could be fighting.
I love that. I love that.
You just hook some diodes up to their butt cheeks and they start clenching.
Oh, that is so fantastic.
Yeah.
He wanted to go out the way he lived.
Right.
Fighting and screaming, not quietly, not in peace, at war!
I know! Do you remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
I love Rock'em
I know.
Sock'em Robots.
I can do
he
that
loved them.
with cadavers. We can have them fight, we can have levers. For enough, I can make the spine pop out.
Ooh, the final finishing move.
The final, that's
Yeah.
what we call it in the biz.
Oh. Wow, this was such 100% the right choice of a funeral home.
I have been waiting for a client like you and your family my entire life. Most people are just like, I want him at peace. But you,
Yeah. When I was driving by here and heard the air horn, I
Mm-hmm.
knew this was the right
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
The lemonades are everybody. Go ahead. First day of camp, right? Nobody knows each other, but we're all super horny.
Well, I don't want to be here. I have a girlfriend at home. And we...
That's fun. That's funny. That's fun. I love that you think that world matters here. Everyone says, this camp, Camp Redwood, it's like Vegas, right? It's like Vegas.
Camp Redwood.
Redwood. I know you almost said Wetwood, which would have been very funny because we're all, we're desperately aroused. But listen, I know you think you have a girlfriend, but here it's a totally new situation.
All right, campers, welcome to Camp Wetwood. I mean, Wet Redwood, am I right?
Counselor Dan, that's inappropriate for
Oh, we're just getting started. Now, kids, in each of your beds, you'll find a pillow, a sleeping bag, and a little something made of latex, if you know what I mean. It's condoms. I mean, it's condoms.
I'm not going to use any. I have pictures of my girlfriend on my phone.
Everyone says that day one, and then the wood gets worse.
Thanks, Counselor Dan. You can stop looking at me.
She's a bad one.
This turntable isn't actually connected to anything, is it?
No, it hasn't been.
You were just humoring me the whole time.
Yes, I was like, I wonder if I get through this edition of the Wall Street Journal before my husband realizes that I've engaged in an elaborate farce.
You never supported my DJing.
And I still don't support you at all.
I just... Is this all there is to life? Is just to have an email job and live in the suburbs and cruise our way on to death?
Honey, I'm sorry if you're under the impression that you're an interesting person.
I know I'm not, but I want it to be.
Listen, God makes different types of people. He makes creatives, he makes eccentrics, he makes liberals, and he makes us. And
we are boring. But the benefit is that we're safe, you know? No one will come to harm us, take our things, drive our cars. We get to drive our cars. No one else gets to drive our cars. I think that's a great deal. No one drives our cars but us. I feel like you're not sold on our lifestyle.
I thought I was. I wanted to be, but it doesn't express who I am.
Honey, do you remember our vows?
They were so generic.
Exactly. Now, Mommy and Daddy said there'd be days like this where you acted this way. You said you want something more. You want to have a zest for life.
I did. I do.
But it will pass. Like a lemon tossed on a compost pile. You'll lose your zest.
Wordplay.
So when you say you want me to come to your house and drive your car, is that a euphemism, or are we talking about an actual car here?
It's a real car. It's a BMW.
All right. Okay.
2021.
That's a good year for BMWs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna give me the keys, or for a little extra, hot wire it, give you some of that city flavor.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Honey, I checked the cars this morning. One of them smelled like a strange male.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Took a lover.
No, much better. I paid a man who sells me marijuana sometimes to also drive our car. I asked him to go to a neighborhood pizza shop and order a steak and cheese that wasn't very good.
Honey,
We've never done that. We always go to restaurants with small plates.
So you tell me you wanted me to take you to a big plate restaurant? How big are we talking?
Like, as big as they get.
Because I know an Italian place where you can order a large. That's big.
The neighborhood place wasn't enough. I want the full red sauce experience.
Uh-huh.
I don't...
Honey,
It was so inauthentic.
We just don't like the energy that you're bringing to the office.
What do you mean? I like my energy.
So, when everyone was talking about their weekends at the lunch table the other day, you said that you sat in your tower and judged the universe. Well, Katie she took her kids to a fair, and you said, fairs are for the weak. And we just all found that a little bit alienating.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to lie? I read a good book about math.
See, I'd be interested to know more about your math book. If that's your hobby, tell people.
Alright, okay, I read a math book, and it was about gold and how I stole it from the commoners.
Oh, hey, Ethelred the Unforgiving. Working hard or hardly working?
Oh, you know it.
Listen, Ethelred, I know you used to be a Viking, and we wanted to give you a chance at this corporation as your new career as an accountant. But you can't just... You're in a different place, and we need you to fit in a little more.
I just want to point out that he's been pillaging my cubicle.
You left it unguarded.
See, in our office, nobody should have to guard their cubicles. When we have extra lunch, we don't need to burn it in a boat. It's just when you see gold, you don't have to say gold. It frightens everyone.
There is a lot of gold in this office. Can't wait till we become frags.
It's gonna rule.
Like, don't get me wrong, being a tadpole, pretty fresh and funky, but frogs have those, like, lumpy throats, and I think that's pretty cool.
I hear on land you get free swag.
What? Like merch?
Yeah, like a tote bag or a hat.
Like a tote bag?
Yeah, because you got limbs to carry stuff.
Yeah, we wear little t-shirts. That's nice. I'm so excited for land. I heard on land, sometimes ladies kiss you because they think you're going to turn into a prince, and then when they realize you won't, that actually makes them more excited.
I heard that too. I hear that sometimes they're just pretending to think you're gonna turn into a prince.
Yeah, so like they have like plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't turn.
Anna, I kissed a frog while I was in the swamp the other day, and I think it awakened something in me.
Oh no, you're turning into one of them.
I feel part frog now. I just looked in his eyes, because I told myself it was to check if he was a prince, but I realized after the fact I just really like when the chin grows and the thought of the tongue going up my nose.
Yeah, I think that's like how it would play out. I think that's a kind of conversation. Like sometimes you'd be like a little emotionally wrought because you realize you have a kink you didn't know before.
And that's like an awakening for people. It's like you started out as one thing and you had a mysterious transition into a completely different kind of thing, but derived from the first thing. Like, there's no point at which you said, now I'm a different thing. It was continuous.
I'm sorry, I'm not following how this is relevant to us.
You're right. No, I was just off my dome.
But the human ladies probably have boyfriends, and then they have to they're like, which date should I bring it up during?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Andrew, I need to talk to you about something.
What is it, my dear?
I was in the swamp and going for a walk. How long is your tongue, Andrew?
They probably have to date a lot of guys before they find the guy who'll indulge them.
Yeah. It's a thing where they have a prolonged adolescence. It's a stage that they go through in life before mating permanently, and they're juvenile, but for a huge amount of time.
I'm sorry, you've really fucking lost me.
Still going. I thought I knew something about thermodynamics, but no. So much for that old second law of thermodynamics.
Wow, I think we found infinite energy. I think we found infinite energy.
But did it have to be theater kid energy?
Hey, if theater kid energy is infinite energy, I'll take it.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for offering to power our city. We find that most of the time the lights are bright and things are exciting, but once a month it has a meltdown.
We know it can be a lot.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a big energy.
Yeah, and honestly, the pros outweigh the cons. It's only
right.
once a month.
That's right. It's a big energy, but it is unbelievably limitless energy.
Yes, but how do we get the radio to stop playing show tunes way into the night?
Well, the thing is, the energy that the radio takes is actually less than the energy that is put out. That's why it's perpetual.
Didn't
I
expect
can't
you to have an
explain it.
answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just
It's like-
we'll just have to get used to.
There's a lot of offstage drama. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just there's feuds, there's alliances.
Because everything works, but it feels like it's chaos behind the scenes.
That's right.
With its
That's
energy.
right. It's just it is that kind of energy.
And I did find a lot of people at the power plant making out.
It is super that kind of
Yeah,
energy.
it's just that energy.
Yeah, that's the energy.
Uh-huh.
That's the energy.
And like they
for
were
good
all
or ill.
they were either wearing
You can't have infinite energy without that kind of like erotic undertone.
and like half the workers.
This we know.
Yeah,
This we know.
Yeah,
we
they-
don't know a lot.
yeah. So
We can't explain that in detail.
yeah, they all went to Camp Redwood.
We are gathered here today to honor Stephen. He was a fighter in life.
Yeah.
Which is why we have posed him this way in a fight position with Clem Junderson from the funeral down the way. So, you know.
It's a half Nelson, but our hearts are full.
That's right.
Yeah, I think the two of them never met, but I'm sure they would have hated each other.
They were both very hateful men.
Not many people know about this about my daddy, but he really did like to fight, specifically corpses he found. So this is actually maybe even more apropos than you were intending.
Okay, I didn't mean to hear that, but okay.
He would sometimes he would wake me up in the middle of the night and he'd say, "Darling daughter, I gotta go fight a corpse." And I'm like, "I wish you would." And he's like, "This is just something that God made me do." And then he'd leave the house and he would be gone for hours and he'd come back and he'd be covered in dust.
Hard to find a fresh corpse.
Hard to find a fresh corpse. But he said he always came back with a heavy resignation and said, "I won." And then he'd take a nap.
You
So-
didn't mention this at our previous meeting, the corpse fighting. Because I have been missing a bunch of corpses and getting a lot in trouble for it. And I think I found my guy.
He would often say, "They'll never find out because they don't even know that I exist."
Didn't want you to be angry with him. It would have contributed a certain energy to this whole ceremony that I didn't want. I wanted you to make this a time of joy amidst sorrow. If you had known all of the corpses that he looted from this funeral home,
Oh, yeah.
it would have poisoned this beautiful moment of now he's a corpse.
I don't want to ruin your day, right? Like this wake
The funeral.
I don't want to ruin your funeral. He's already in a fighting pose.
Yeah.
Does one of you want to rock him, sop him, robots while I fight him? Because I'm really mad at him right now.
Yes.
And I just want to fight his corpse.
Thank you so much. There's nothing he would have wanted more.
He said this to me explicitly. This is what he wanted.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
I'm here for the show.
Great.
I lost the axe.
You lost the axe?
I lost the axe.
It's okay.
This tree's gonna take forever.
I brought walnut picks, the picks you use to take bits of walnut out of the shell. I'll help.
I'm sorry, Derek. I knew we were like coming to cut down trees.
No,
as like a symbol of how we could like overcome the problems and what's been going on between us. And now look at us, we're very slowly cutting the tree in the most inconvenient way possible. I love you, is what I'm trying to say.
And I love you
Even
too.
though I forgot the axe like a big dummy.
Don't call yourself a big dummy.
A real person would have remembered the axe. I'll never be a good partner.
I don't need somebody. I don't need somebody to help me do things better. I need somebody to help me be better while doing things.
That's so sweet.
I don't care if it takes us a month to chop down this tree without an axe with these comically ineffective tools. I don't care if I get a repetitive strain disorder from using this walnut pick in an unconventional fashion for much longer than it was ever intended to be used. As long as I'm doing that with you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you want to get married?
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm not even into phloem yet.
Alright, everybody, it's time for the Camp Redwood meeting of the minds and bodies, where we study each other. Thoughts?
Counselor Dan's here, ready to study minds and bodies.
I'm Counselor Bernardo.
Arts and crafts counselor Fred, here to make friendship and more bracelets for wrists and other parts of the body.
Nice.
Bernardo does the canoes.
I just make innuendos at every possible opportunity.
Canoes as in canoodling.
Hey!
Right?
Don't explain the joke.
Sorry.
Anyway, let us start.
Why don't you go first?
Alright, I will. One day, yesterday, I was walking through the woods and I found a log. And in that log, it was an open log with a hole.
Nice.
Bernardo wants clarification. Is this a tree trunk or a diary?
A diary?
Okay, continue.
Anyway, so I went inside the lodge log and found myself exploring life, wondering about life. I found a lot of answers.
Bernardo would love to hear one. Not to put you on, not for Bernardo to put you on the spot so much. It's like interesting.
The G spot.
Hey!
Sorry,
Fuck!
sorry,
I will
sorry.
put my
Sorry,
clothes back
sorry,
on
sorry,
if you
sorry.
keep doing
He will
this.
put his clothes back
Not-
on.
Heard and understood.
Anyway, one of the answers I found was that life, the good and the bad, you just have to take it all.
Yeah, you do.
You get to?
Yeah, it's my fucking job. Make your fucking bracelets.
Bernardo thinks that you two have a lot of angry tension, and there are certain ways to relieve that. We are at a sexy camp, so I think the rest of that has to go unsaid.
You knocked my block off!
Yeah. Rock'em sock'em champion.
And more.
I beat you. You can't do that anymore.
Or cannot.
Fucking mouth.
Bernardo, did you guys break up?
Saturday nights. If this looks like fun, it is. Shh, I'm not done. What's wrong?
This has been playing a song.
Okay. So while they do that, I'll tell you about classes here. You just go to unioncomedy.com to find out about classes that are up. Are there still stats available in the class that's happening tomorrow? Is that right, Pat? There are. Okay, big thumbs up. So we have a special visitor from across the pond who is giving a workshop, I believe, on improvised beatboxing, body rhythm, stuff like that. So it sounds pretty cool, pretty unique. So head to our website and sign up. There's still spots available in that. And also, too, if you stick around, if there's still spots in the Pickle tonight to come see that show, that the person leading that is also going to be in that as a special guest. So really cool weekend tonight. And tomorrow. But next, let's have our next team up, and they are Medusa!
Come on, we're all doing this.
Hey, everybody! We're Medusa. Thank you, Pat, for that very
It's a
moody,
random playlist.
You sound like I'm
moody intro. Folks, we're gonna do an improv show, and we need 2 suggestions from you. This is a real high degree of difficulty suggestion moment for you guys. So, first, we'd like what's like a a location, like a room that's not like a bathroom or a Starbucks, but somewhere you don't go very often, somewhere you don't think about too often.
Museum.
A museum? Any particular type of museum?
Antiquities.
An antiquities museum, thank you. And what is the last thing you would ever expect to find in an antiquities museum? A car? A car, thank you. A new car.
Don't panic. So, Harry, this grandfather clock, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the actual, you seem really cagey. I can't focus. Harry.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Come on, we've been putting off this date like a million times.
I know, I just, I want to steal something all of a sudden. I know, we're on a date. You and me, we're on a date. Baby, we're on a date. But I want to steal something so bad.
Could you not steal anything? This is my first day, so...
Yeah, sorry.
Are you the docent?
Yes.
Docent.
Yeah. So, if people steal stuff on my first day, I'm out. So...
Tell me about this clock.
Oh.
How much is it worth?
This clock is priceless. It belonged to
Yeah, I can see in the clock, Louis the 16th.
Louis the
Louis
16th.
Yes.
Wow.
Stolen.
Yeah.
Stolen. We stole it.
This is stolen.
Yeah.
So
we've been stealing from first world countries now.
Wait a second. See, this is interesting. It's kind of like a reverse colonialism thing, right?
Exactly.
If you go
Yes,
to like
that's the whole theme of
British
this place.
Museum, everything's like from Egypt or whatever.
Yeah.
But here,
So you're giving me permission?
well, if they stole this stuff,
Two wrongs do not make a right. Okay? so please just leave it. It lives here now.
Harry, here. I got a fidget spinner for you.
Okay.
That'll distract you, okay?
You know me so well.
I know, sweetie. My boyfriend Harry here, he's been through this like 12-step program.
Oh,
And it was
friend of Bill's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bill.
and me. Yeah, cool.
And it was a shopping.
Yeah.
I've never been to a meeting, so I don't get the vernacular. What's a bill?
That's kind of on the sly if you're both in the program.
Oh,
but
it's like
it's
when
not
Chris-
anonymous because you just outed him. So.
I don't know. I had never gone to a meeting, so I don't know what you do at your secret 12 steps.
Friends of Bill, huh?
Yeah, love the big guy.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, I
that
feel
guy.
like we should focus less on the inside jokes and more on, talking about our kleptomania.
All right, Doug.
Yeah, if that is your real name.
Why would I lie about? I only have to give my first name.
Huh?
Why would I? That's the whole anonymous aspect. We only say our first names. Why would I lie about that? Why don't I look like a Doug?
I lied about my name.
I lied
What?
about my name.
You're not.
Balthazar?
That's a cool name, though.
I thought that
don't
was
believe
cool.
you for
It's a cool
picking
name,
it.
right?
Yeah,
I
no.
went
That's
home.
why I went with Queen Anne.
Queen Anne,
Balthazar,
I gave
and
my
Doug.
real name. I gave my real name.
All right, Doug.
I follow the rules here.
I'm just saying.
I want to
like,
get better.
I like the jokes. The jokes make me feel like I'm going
Well, it's not a
someplace.
joke. You just told.
I'm
It
here
wasn't
for
a
the-
joke. You lied.
Huh?
Lying isn't a joke.
Lying's a joke.
The only joke we've made so far is kind of be like, we're friends of Bill. You making up names is not a joke.
Well, I'm
Is that
being
fu-
honest when I say I like the friend of Bill joke.
I like the joke, too.
Where's the person that leads this?
It's just the three of us sitting around today.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't think we have to wait for Ramon.
Ramon?
Ramon. If that is his real name.
I assumed it wasn't.
I think anyone can look like a Ramon.
That's true.
But I think, why don't we just get started? I'm at
Okay.
step 11.
Okay.
Well, then start us off, step 11.
Yeah.
Alright, it is my real name. This week was hard. I went to a candy store, and the person at the register...
How old are you?
I'm 40, but I have a kid. I was there for my kid.
Okay.
I went to the
You're allowed. I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure candy stores have Chuck E.
One-
Cheese rules.
Hey, Dad, can I mix the chocolates and the gummies together?
Yeah, just as long as it's not more than, what is it, 1 kilogram is $20. So let's not do more than that.
Okay, great. I'm gonna fill them all up.
What do you mean you're gonna fill them all
I'm
up?
gonna do a little bit from each of them.
Oh, okay.
Fill it with a little bit of all of them.
I get it, because you said something different.
I'm a kid.
I know, but you're 11. You're almost a 12.
Okay. You don't have to rub it in.
I've made one step in the 12-step program with every year of your life. And I was hoping that you would mature into an adult at the end so I could be fully free from my kleptomaniac escape.
Sandy, has your dad had the talk with you yet? Where he tells you you're not a child anymore because you're turning 12?
Dad, did you tell him that I had my first one?
I had to.
No!
I'm sorry.
Come on, I just want to squeeze one little bit of childhood out of him still. His childhood parenting towards me. I want my daddy.
I know you do, but, I have to. I'm in a relationship with your father, and the minute I saw you bled, I had to show him.
You showed him?
Yes. Old-fashioned wedding rules.
Come on, I like those pairs of panties. Why can't
I'm gonna clean them, jeez.
Okay. I thought you were
I
gonna
don't wanna-
give them to Dad.
No.
Well, I don't know. You told him about
No,
it.
I-
Showed it to him. I
Honey.
thought it wasn't a crazy leap of faith. You would then
No,
give
honey, I'm catching myself. What I did was
You want a
weird.
peach ring?
Yes. No, and I understand you wanting to squeeze one last moment of childhood parenting from your father. I remember when that transition happened with my dad, too. Even if they don't want to look at you different, they do. Because you're not a little girl anymore. And it's sad.
Yeah, I can get pregnant now.
Sweetie. I hate to say this, but things are going to be different now between you and me. All right?
Why are we talking in a field?
Because there are no cameras here. All right?
Okay.
Look, I need you to destroy all of our childhood, all of our pictures of ourselves together from Disney World and everything. Just, it's a distant memory, okay?
Why?
Because I can't, because you're a woman now, and I can't see you as anything but a woman.
Is this
All right,
because
no
I
longer
asked
my.
Aunt Gloria to take me to buy deodorant?
Yes. That was the final straw. All right.
I just smelled real weird, and I didn't know what to do about it. Why do we have to destroy them? Why can't we just take those photos with us into like the new part, and then we can be like, look at us together when I was 5, and then also look at us together when I'm 13 and 16 and 23.
Because in our culture, that's just not how it's done. Okay. Look, I'm part of a program, and this is the 6th step of that program. Okay, is sever ties with your now adult children. Okay, so I have to say goodbye to you.
Forever.
Forever.
So you did the thing where you left her in the field?
I did.
You just left her in the field?
I left her in the field, and I told her exactly what she needed to do. She needed to destroy evidence of our relationship.
I left my son in an elevator. I got out on one of the floors, and then I made sure the door closed.
That does not seem equal to what I did. I think you're hedging. I don't think you're committed to this program.
I'm committed to the program.
Well, I left my child in a field.
There's 100.
Sorry, is this someone's child?
Fuck.
I found him.
Hey! Ah, shit. You told me.
He had a huge boner in his pants.
Yeah, he's at
He
that
said
age.
it was a wet dream in his pants.
It was a wet dream in my pants. He's a narcoleptic. He sleeps standing up and he comes his pants all the time. Fuck you! I found you.
Yeah.
You told me you'd be on the 7th floor, but you're on the 8th. You put an air tag in my pocket. Yes. You piece of shit.
Well, glad to reunite a father and son. I have to
I'll
go
never leave your side. I'll never burn any
that's
of our
sweet.
memories.
I have a lot of paperwork to do, so.
Even when I'm really old, I'm going to be with you forever just because you tried to get rid of me. Hey! No! Hey! Get away. Get away. I'm trying to die in peace. Let me die. They gave me an extra key to the home. No! They said I could come by whenever I like. No. Because I pay for your bed here. Let me bear. You pay for my bed. Among other things. God, I wish you were in that elevator still. The doors opened on the next floor, and I got out. We've been over this. It's been something like 50 years since that happened. Yeah, so that's the program.
I know the program. We're both in the program.
It sounds really interesting. I'm so sorry. I look, I support your recovery, and you're not going to steal anything here, okay? You got me to check on you and this docent fella.
Just don't call me Balthazar in public, okay?
Why?
That's my anonymous name.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Cocaine.
I tap my nose.
Oh yes, yes.
When
That's not a problem we have. It's just
No, that's my replacement for kleptomania.
No kidding.
Yes. Drugs.
Good.
Yeah, I rely on drugs to keep me sober.
So I got a question for the docent. What's your favorite thing that we got here, or that you have here? Antiquities.
What's your favorite antiquity?
Yeah.
Probably this 99 Ford Taurus over here.
Why is that
Is that an
here?
1899 Ford Taurus?
Exactly. 1899.
Whoa! Was
Right.
this before the Model T?
It sure was, yeah. It was. That's why it only has 2 wheels. It only has 2 wheels.
Henry, you're going too fast. People are gonna think this is witchcraft.
They can call me a witch all they want, but once they see these 2 wheels, they won't be able to catch me.
Henry, we have to introduce people to new technology in a slow, steady manner.
Why?
You know what they did to Nikola Tesla in the movie The Prestige. They thought it was magic. They called him crazy. Edison made all the money from electricity.
I know. And that's why I'm sorry, Bart. But before you can do it to me, I need you to get out of here. I don't need any Edison shit. I am both Tesla and Edison.
Tedison.
Screw my name. I'm not Henry Ford anymore. Call me
The
Tedison.
Tedison Doris.
So yeah, no, I would like you to go, or you can stay if you know.
You're just asking me to leave?
I would love you to leave. I really am not a violent man. I don't want to fight.
That was your plan?
I was just gonna ask you nicely
You're
and
gonna
tell you about
ask
how
me?
I was trying to become a.
You weren't gonna off me, or...
I don't. No, I really don't like violence, and I hate blood. It makes me faint. I just figured if I asked you nicely.
Mr. Ford, you didn't take your assistant out to a field and abandon him, did you?
No, I'm still here.
I asked him
And I'll
to
be
leave.
here.
I asked
Look.
him to leave, and I explained my goals. And I thought if I did that in a sincere way.
You're never going to be rich and famous if you don't commit to the program. Okay? You have to abandon all naysayers. Like this one right here. Bart.
I'm sorry, Bart. I should have told you I'm in a 12-step program for becoming wealthy. We call ourselves Friends of Bill.
Hello, my name is Artemis. I'm working on a railroad. Everybody, I think a railroad that transcontinental. That's what I'm thinking.
Railroad,
Here to
more
there.
like a witch road.
Excuse me.
I call things witchcraft before people can call me a witch.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that's rich. That's like calling the kettle black. I saw you zip in here on that two-wheeled monstrosity. What's that?
What do you call that thing?
Calling it a Ford Taurus. Calling it a Ford Taurus. Scratch Ford. I'm calling it Artemis 2.
Really?
I'm also named Artemis.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because I made up that name.
I also did.
You can't have the same fake name at the Billionaires Support Group or the Budding Billionaires.
I'm Artemis.
Guys, this isn't cool. Like, what is this
I wasn't gonna be-
Billionaires Club without inside jokes?
Isn't that an inside joke?
I
That
think
we're all
that could be
Artemis?
an inside joke that we're all Artemis.
Friends of Artemis and Bill.
Friends, well, Bill's gonna be like, okay, Artemis, and we're all gonna be like, what? At the same time. We do it at the same time.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny when people talk at the same time.
Yeah. It's like, how do
All
we
right,
do that?
sorry, I was late. I was caught in horse traffic. All right, let's get this meeting started. Artemis, why don't you begin?
Oh.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's
Wow.
basically it's a bicycle.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
How much is it worth, do you think?
Priceless.
Hey, everything in here is priceless. It's rare. These are antiques, one of a kind. No other objects exist.
Okay.
Harry,
What?
I'll let you get there.
Okay, I'm trying.
You're
Okay.
vibrating.
Do you need some cocaine, Harry?
Yeah. What do you think? What will get you more focused? You dropped your fidget toy.
Oh,
It's
shit.
spinning out by itself. I can hear it clicking in the corner there like a Roomba.
Drop this.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yes, I'm one of the pieces. I'm the oldest man in the world.
That's right. That's
You
right.
put a man in the museum?
Yes, that's right. He's not.
They put a man on the moon. And they put a man in the museum.
Yes.
Well, see, we've put a man on the moon.
Yes, Mr. President.
We've put a man in the sea.
Yes, it was strange how you.
We've put
Just-
a man.
Mr. President, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. There are
Yes.
missiles from Cuba.
Hold on!
Okay.
Hold on!
Just there are missiles. They're pointed straight
Missiles
at
from
us. They're
Cuba.
in Cuba.
Okay, well,
In my day, it was older things.
this is the oldest man,
Oh my God. Okay, you're right. I'll
right?
punt it to
Punt
your
it,
vice.
punt.
I'll
Punt
punt
it.
it to your
Punt to
vice.
vice.
Punt.
Thank you.
Punt to vice.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I want to put a man where no man has been before.
That seems to be your one thing, Mr. President.
I haven't been
That
president
and-
very long.
That and cheating constantly.
Enough about that.
I wonder if you'll die. I wonder if you'll die.
Why would you wonder something like that?
Well, because I'm a 1,000 years old. I'm constantly thinking of death.
Hey, oh no, sit right down.
Oh, thank you. I hate
Excuse me if
moving.
my big dick is in the way. Now that guy's dead,
Right,
I
yeah.
want to be with the oldest man.
He left for several months. He said I'd be right back to finish this meeting.
Yeah.
And no one came to tell me anything. I've been eating the drapes.
I don't like them anyway. I'll have my wife re-pick them.
Your penis is
Touching the floor when I lean over this far.
Someone.
This
you're the
far, it
president.
doesn't make it, but it makes it when I go like
Someone
this.
should build you some sort of strap so it doesn't
I don't
drag
like. I
everywhere.
like the gravity. It reminds me of just how endowed I am. So, oldest man, huh? We have to
Excuse
put
me,
you something.
Mr.
Yeah.
Vice President, you never answered about those missiles. If you wanted to.
Do you realize this is the oldest man? He's been in here ever since the last guy went.
Oh.
The missiles are still happening?
Yeah, we still haven't come to a conclusion because you said that you had to do something with your penis.
Punted to the new vice.
Okay.
It got punted to me before.
He's the president now.
I'm now the president.
The
See,
president,
look
yes.
at that.
Yes. It's a huge Johnson.
But
Mr.
up
Johnson.
this way, it's not touching. Now it is touching.
Pretty good joke. Kind of like
It's a pun.
when three people speak at the same time.
Kind of comedy, if you ask me. It's like, how do they do
You
that?
know, I was around for the first joke.
And coming up to the stage, it's the youngest boy who ever lived. He's the youngest boy we have.
Oh, what? Is this the youngest boy who ever lived?
This is the youngest boy who
What?
ever lived.
Boy, how old are you?
Negative. Amelia, it's like Benjamin Button. I keep going down, but I feel like it's going to change soon. And
The
I'll
crowd
become
is
old.
waiting for you.
What? I have more questions for the youngest boy who ever lived.
Okay, so it's like a talk format for the crowd.
This is the first joke I've ever heard.
What's a joke?
Boy. Wait, so will you ever reach the point where your father will take you out to the field and leave you when
This
you
is an
have
awful
your
show.
We're trying it for the first time.
This is the first show and the first joke?
Yeah.
What are the chances?
Okay. What do you want?
You'll get your money back. This is not good entertainment. You sort of interrupting each other and.
I like it. I think it's very funny.
What? What about this is fun? What is it?
Well, you seem just perturbed. And you're so young.
Right? Perturbed and young.
Yes, and it's informative because you're getting interviewed here by this stranger from the wings. And this gun one has such great charisma.
You know what? I guess I'll never go into show business then. I don't have the instincts.
Man,
You know,
where'd
so
he
it's-
go?
Oh,
Where'd
But I'm
that
also.
go?
Whoa! So he's.
Did you
I've learned a few tricks in my many
Did you
years.
move really fast or teleport over there?
Maybe I've been here the whole time. No, I moved really fast.
I thought for a second you stole one of our pieces, and glad you're still here with us.
No, I'm a piece.
He is the piece.
How much is he worth?
I owe a lot of money to a lot of
Yes.
bad men.
Yeah, so you don't want this. You just
Net,
have a lot of debt.
Take
net
on
worth
debt.
is negative.
Okay. So this is your favorite piece in the entire Antiquities Museum.
I like the Ford. I like the Ford.
Oh, that's
And he
right.
reminds me of it constantly.
Yes,
Oh, are you,
This
so you're
one.
like the redheaded stepchild for the docents.
How did you
here.
know I had red hair? I haven't had hair in 950 years.
Oh, I guess a lucky guess. It's just now. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's sort of an idiom for like the child nobody wants, like the redheaded one. It's just something you
That
cast
must
off.
be the first idiom. How I'll go away for a little bit.
Where's he gonna go? Oh, he's gone. He moves so fast. He's so fast.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
So,
Well, you've been really helpful to us,
thank you.
Mr. Docent.
Could you like?
Do you guys still want to do cocaine?
Yeah, I mean, I want to do all kinds of stuff. I feel like we've only barely walked into this one little room of this antiques museum. There's a whole museum and a whole date left.
Oh
and,
my
you know,
god.
all kinds of. What should we do, man? What should we
Yeah,
do?
what room should we go to next?
What should we do?
You should go to the cafe.
Yeah, what should we do?
You should get the. You should get the quesadillas at the cafe.
You like the quesadillas?
I
in
like the
cafe?
quesadillas. Yeah.
Why do you like
Yeah.
the quesadillas so much?
Because I don't know, they're authentic. They're good.
They have
what do you want?
authentic-
Hey, could I get chicken quesadilla?
These are authentic quesadillas. Are you sure you're ready for that? An authentic quesadilla? Authentic.
What do you mean? What's wrong with?
Quesadilla. Authentic quesadilla. We're
Yeah.
gonna take a tortilla, put some cheese in it,
Okay.
and fold it in half and give it to you.
Wow.
In the most authentic way.
Can I go? Can I start?
Hold on. He hasn't said whether he's cool, whether he's ready yet. Are you ready, man?
I'm
For the most authentic quesadilla?
Dude, I'm ready for it. I'm so hungry, and I want it. I want the quesadilla.
Tell us how much you want.
I fucking want it so bad. I don't know. I renounce all the quesadillas I've had before.
Okay.
I want this quesadilla right now.
Keep going.
This real quesadilla.
Yeah, authentic
This
quesadilla.
authentic quesadilla made
Yeah.
by real people.
Real
hands.
people.
Not
Real
machines.
people.
Yes.
Oh my god, sorry. I just didn't think I'd get so worked up.
You're crying. It means you're ready.
This cafe is the best fucking food court I've ever been to in a mall or a museum or whatever. Wherever I can't talk.
You just had an authentic experience.
Wow.
Yeah. People cry here all the time. This is a big crying location. A lot of people cry. We have a lot of sad.
It's a
And
release.
happy.
I feel lighter. Wow.
All right.
How much is this worth?
Oh, it's priceless. Take it.
Just with my bare hands?
Huh?
It's the authentic way.
You don't need a quesadilla with a fork. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, do you know if this place is hiring?
We don't work here.
Yeah, it's like haunted. It's like a haunted food court.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's authentic, and yeah, it changed my life. Changed my life, actually. That quesadilla led me to here.
No
Led
kidding.
me to where I am now. Yeah.
You've been telling me how much you want to make a change.
My life sucks.
She won't go to any programs.
I don't.
I've been
want
giving
to.
her program after program. to
I'm
go
an
to.
independent learner. That's my learning style. I took a quiz online, and that is my learning style. I'm an independent learner, not in a
Okay.
group setting.
Okay.
But my life sucks. It sucks real bad,
Yeah.
and I need a change. You know, I've been working the same stupid job for decades now.
What's
I
your
hate
job?
it. I'm an actuarial scientist.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
I still don't know what that is.
I barely know. It's a
I
lot
think
of
it has
math.
something to do with it's like
Math.
accounting.
But then,
or something.
how does science?
I
make
calculate
sense?
when people die. I calculate when people are gonna die.
What did you say?
Whoa! Fuck! A fucking blur.
No,
You were
that
over
time I just walked around. You've been talking for several minutes. I didn't use my powers.
I said I calculate when people die. It's what I went to school for.
I'd like you to do that for me.
You calculate when you're gonna die?
I tire of this life.
Use your device.
These humans.
Use your device.
Normally
Yeah.
I don't bring it with me on dates, but I stuffed it in my shirt just in case.
Looks like you stuffed it in your.
Yeah, it was
in between your shirt and your bra.
It was in between my breast and my bra.
It has to, it has
Then
to
I'd
say-
say,
I
I
said
stuffed
my
in my
shirt.
bra.
I thought I didn't want to make
Do you think
everyone not
You think
uncomfortable.
we'd think it was uncomfortable you mentioning a bra?
I thought that you would
I've
just...
seen everything, Missy.
Don't bite the hand that's about to feed you, meaning tell
Yes,
you when
please.
you're gonna
Tell
die.
me when I'm going to die, so I can
If
start
I had
making
said
preparations.
I pulled it out of my bra, maybe that would have derailed you and made you uncomfortable.
And then I
But
might have died, which I want.
All right. What color car do you drive?
Well, sometimes when he's not looking, I drive the Ford Taurus.
Okay.
Puce.
Puce. All right. Puce is a very vibrant color. That means you're more likely to get into a car accident.
This is a quiz I can take online.
I took a lot of advanced calculus to do this.
But now you just recite the question.
I have a form I fill out and I put all the answers in and it churns out an answer of when you're going to die.
Your job does sound.
Yeah, this is making me
I
mad.
hate this job. I don't want my
Oh,
device
sorry, I
anymore.
take it back, please.
Your device is shattered on the
It's
ground.
shattered. Okay? Are you happy? Oldest man.
You're never gonna die.
You
That was your
nitpicked at
only-
me.
that was your
You
only
nitpicked at
chance.
me. You talked about my choice of where I put my device in my shirt, and you went on about it, and I was frustrated so much I threw it on the ground, and now it's broken, and now you'll live forever.
Now that's because this is a deterministic device. Does that make sense?
Right.
That makes sense
Does
to
that
you.
fucking make sense?
It both
to you?
tells you.
Hey, don't touch the.
Okay.
You gotta stay behind that line.
Well, if I'm gonna live forever, I
Live
better
it
start
up.
making some friends.
You need to go to a program.
No,
Yeah, find a
You
program.
need a program.
Not another program. I don't know. Sounds boring.
What's your learning style?
I took a quiz online that said.
Hold on.
What?
What's your first name?
Artemis?
What? I don't know anything about
Friends of Artemis.
What?
Friends of
that.
Artemis.
Oh, is this another 12-step thing?
Say
I don't...
more.
Friends of Artemis. It's the oldest group.
It's the oldest 12-step group of them all.
For those who are trying to be rich, right?
Yes.
That was the thing.
Yeah, for people trying to be rich. That was Friends of Bill, but they were all named Artemis. This is Friends of Artemis. It's all
So
the
it's-
people from Friends of Bill who went on to make
Can I
their
just ask
own...
maybe an obvious question?
Yeah.
So in your 12-step program, do you just work on the history of 12-step programs and not the actual recovery
I
process?
don't think this is a good show.
What?
What we're doing for this audience right now, it's not very funny.
We're figuring it out. All right, moment to moment.
What?
We're in a museum.
Oh my God! Nina was fine! Nina was fine! It was going just fine! Hey, we were building a world. We had so many goddamn... Oh my God! What a piece of shit! Oh, do you... What sound is playing from there?
Oh,
Maybe...
it's not. It was the phone that was over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you just enjoyed one very good show and one who knows show. Good blackout light. Thank you so much for coming. If you want to stick around for the pickle tonight, are there still spots open? Great. So see Pat if you want half-price tickets. Otherwise, enjoy your night. Stay dry.